Palestinian footballer Suleiman al-Obeid has been killed in an Israeli attack in Gaza as he was waiting for food at a site run by the notorious Gaza Humanitarian Foundation on August the 6th. The 41-year-old was known as the Palestinian Pele after the famous Brazilian footballer. Now, Liverpool's Mo Salah has criticised Europe's football governing body, UEFA, for posting a tribute without revealing how the former international player died. Let's bring in Bassil Mikdadi, founder of footballpalestine.com, and he joins us now live from Maruggio in Italy. So UEFA slammed not just by Mo Salah, who very frankly asked why they haven't revealed enough information about the player, of why he was killed, but also the fans slamming them. Has there been any official response at all from UEFA?
No. Right now, UEFA has been very coy. I think their statement was a bit of a surprise because over the past almost 2 years, what UEFA, what FIFA, what FIFPro, the Players' Union position has been complete silence. Suleiman is not the first Palestinian footballer to perish in this genocide. There's been over 400. He is by far the most prominent. But as of now, UEFA have not issued a follow-up, and frankly, I'd be surprised if they do.
And this is all happening as the German football club has actually decided that it won't be signing on an Israeli footballer known as Sean Wiesman, and that's because he'd reportedly shared posts online calling for Gaza to be wiped off the map, asked why detained Palestinians hadn't been shot in the head. Do we need to see more action in football and in sports in general for speaking up against the genocide in Gaza? Many have been criticised that have tried to.
Yeah, well, my position, and I think the position of a lot of people that cover football for a living, is that football is an extension of society. Football is, maybe outsiders think that, oh, these are big multi-million, sometimes multi-billion dollar clubs. They're quite removed from the communities that they're in, but that's quite the opposite. All these football clubs that are brand names that are known all around the world, not just in Europe, are extensions of the communities that they are housed in. And as such, if your fan base has a strong position, or if your community or society has a strong position to something, then you almost have an obligation to make sure that you are in line with those positions. It's very interesting that Fortuna Düsseldorf canceled Sean Wiesman's contract because Germany, I think, as in general, has been quite supportive of Israel and the Israeli position. It's actually quite difficult to be an advocate of Palestine, not only in the terraces, but also in society in general in Germany. So it came as a pleasant surprise that they did that. But it also shows some consistency, because if we remember back to 2023, Anwar al-Ghazi shared statements that were, I think, supportive of humanity in general, against the war, against seeing children dying. And because of his pro-Palestinian stance, Mainz, the club he was playing for, canceled his contract. So, at the very least now, I guess you're seeing some consistency from the German position. But I think what needs to happen, I think what will happen, is as the voices grow louder on a grassroots basis to do something about what's going on in Gaza, then football clubs will have no position but to respond to the demands of their fans.
The Palestinian Football Association, I'm just going to read this out to you, says 325 players, coaches, administrators, referees and board members have now been killed in Israeli attacks since 2023. Tell us more about that, because this is mentioning football, but it also spreads out to a lot of sports players in the whole of the Gaza Strip. Mr. Mikdadi, I'm not sure if you can... Did you hear my question? Can you hear me at all? Okay, it looks like we may have lost Mr. Bassil Mikdadi, founder of footballpalestine.com. We were talking there about UEFA's lack of explaining who the Palestinian Pele was. He was killed by an Israeli airstrike.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.